RTE One. This is RTE One. This is RTE One. This is RTE One, with audio description available on this programme. This is RTE One. 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 This is RTE One.
Celebrating 60 years on our screens and the last show of the season, it's party mode for tonight's Late Late Show with Jessie Buckley, Dermot Kennedy and Mario Rosenstock among the huge lineup. It's here at 9:35 tonight. For the moment though, it's Ellen. As Francis grows closer with Nick, things get awkward with Bobby in conversations with friends. It's here next Wednesday at 9:35 and RTE Player has everything so far. Now, a 21-year-old crippled by his anger turns to Dr. Phil. Nationwide this evening looks back on the life story of Irish singer and performer Patricia Cahill, also known as the Irish Nightingale. Her story is here at 7. But now we'll begin our sweep of soaps with Shortland Street. An elderly dog found wandering with a homeless sign around his neck gets his second chance in the shelter. Animal SOS here tonight. It's at 7:30. Now, tricky staff relations in the mill. With audio description, it's Doctors. And plenty of musical treats lined up for tonight's Late Late Show. It's the big 60th celebration with Jessie Buckley, Dermot Kennedy, Christy Dignam, Lyra, all here and many more at 9:35. For now though, it's over to Declan Buckley for Telly Bingo. Once the home of the richest man in Ireland, the lavish Castletown house welcomes the return of some paintings and items to the residents on great Irish interiors. It's here at 8 o'clock this evening on RTE One. For the moment, it's over to Vivian Traynor in the newsroom. Here with their last show of the season, Maura and Dahi are joined by Ardal O'Hanlon for a chat this afternoon. That, plus food, fashion and beauty, all here at 3:30. For the moment though, we're off to Summer Bay. Ever wondered how a bilingual baby's brain handles 2 languages? Well, Brainstorm will explain it all on Monday. It's here at 8:30. Now, Paul handles an influx of criticism in Neighbours. Once the home of the richest man in Ireland, Castletown House is restored to its former glory, including the return of some paintings on great Irish interiors. It's at 8 o'clock this evening here on RTE One. But right now, we're off to Carrickstown. It's the big 6-0 celebrations for the Late Late Show tonight with Jessie Buckley, Dermot Kennedy and Mario Rosenstock among the huge lineup. It's all here at 9:35. Now, with audio description, it's EastEnders. And the Late Late Show tonight celebrates its big 60th. The lineup includes Jessie Buckley and Bernard Butler chatting about their recent collaboration, and it's all here at 9:35. And another last hurrah now with Maura and Dahi on Today.
Gahan nationwide Sulshir Hale on Auroni Patricia Cahill a Dugtar Freshen, the Irish Nightingale Egishacht, Achanish Nuacht RTE Le Shúnik Yarrout. A proper shindig on the cards from 9:35 with Jessie Buckley, Dermot Kennedy and many more for the final Late Late Show of the season, which also happens to be celebrating the Big 6-0. For now, the 6-1 News with Sharon Tobin and David McCullough. So Supergarden and Great Lighthouses of Ireland are finishing up shortly, but if you're late to the party on either of the series, you can watch them back on RTE Player. Achanish, Cahmid Sulshir Hale on Auroni Patricia Cahill in Nationwide. Once home to the richest man in Ireland, Castletown House welcomes the return of some paintings absent for years in Great Irish Interiors at 8. Now though, a tomcat in the wars and a pooch in a bit of a bind. Visit the shelter Animal SOS. You'd be mad to head out now in the knowing that you might miss Dermot Kennedy joining forces with the RTE Concert Orchestra as part of the Late Late Show's Big 6-0 celebrations from 9:35 here on RTE One. For now, more art, just different, in Great Irish Interiors. Mario Rosenstock's getting set to channel his inner Christy Moore, and there's a jam-packed lineup of celebs ready to open the memory box on 60 years of the Late Late Show for the final hurrah of the season at 9:35. For the moment, comedy with young Sheldon. So, what are the key battles in tomorrow's European Champions Cup decider between Leinster and La Rochelle? Preview the action with Neil Tracy and co in the latest drop of the RTE Rugby podcast. For the moment, the RTE Main Evening News with Sharon Violon. Supergarden and Great Lighthouses of Ireland are finishing up in the coming days, but if you missed the boat on either, you can watch them back on RTE Player. Now, it's the last hurrah of the season and a shindig you're going to want to stay for as the Late Late Show celebrates the Big 6-0. It's probably best to let the weekend run its course before you dip into the science of a hangover. It's for the taking in Monday's Brainstorm at 8:30. For now, Barbara Streisand and Richard Dreyfuss star in Nuts.